Hey guys, what's up? This is Gordon Miller coming at you with a story today. So this one is actually a little bit of a two-part story. So last week I was on a flight and somehow I misplaced this drive here in one of my bags, and I thought I'd lost it, and it turned into like a huge problem because this drive here is actually kind of important to me. It has a lot of stuff on it that I'd really like to keep, and I wouldn't want to get in the hands of other people. And for one, just carrying a drive that I keep, important stuff on, unencrypted, that's I'm carrying around with me, is quite stupid. So after that whole panic, I decided to go ahead and encrypt this drive. And then later I decided to encrypt a couple other drives as well, just because I sometimes carry them around. Nothing really too important on the other ones, it's just I decided to go ahead and do it anyway, just in case. So yeah, after that whole little scandal there, or that situation, I decided to encrypt these tonight. I actually started encrypting these several hours ago, actually around 5. And this one is done around 5. Yeah, so I decided to let it run all night, and well, being in IT, that leads you to all kinds of horror stories. You hear all kinds of people that if they would have just had an ups, no problem would have occurred. And as you can see with these drives, on the encryption message it says to pause the encryption before removing the drive, or files on it could be damaged. And so basically, if a power outage were to occur, then you would lose anything on these drives. And me being half retarded, I decided not to back up my drives before starting the encryption. So 2 years ago I decided to buy an ups, and so far it's never really been useful at all. The power's went out once or twice, and all it did was I was just playing a game, and it allowed me to save it and shut down my computer. But it's never actually been a huge benefit until now. So while I was encrypting these drives, or specifically this drive here, my power today of all days decided to go out for a good 10-15 minutes. And had I not had the ups, I could have possibly lost all kinds of stuff. I do back up this drive quite often. I back it up to basically this drive here usually, but as you can see, this has a lot more stuff on it. I mean, this one has a lot more stuff on it, so I haven't actually been backing it up to here for a while, so there was a lot of new stuff on here that I would have been quite sad if I lost that. But due to the ups, I was actually able to pause the encryption, safely shut down my computer, and able to resume it whenever the power came back up. So to me now, after 2 years, this ups has finally paid for itself, because well, until now, there was it really hadn't done anything for me. But now I'm really super thankful that I bought an ups. Even though at the time I didn't foresee this, I just foresaw that there was, to me it was just like a scared impulse buy back then. But now I'm super glad I bought it. So if you guys are like computer nerdy or savvy, and you often do stuff that's kind of along these lines, then I highly suggest you invest in an ups. And I also suggest that you encrypt your external hard drives. Basically Windows 10 professional, well, actually any professional copy of Windows since I think Vista has had BitLocker installed on it. And Even Mac OS has a Fire Vault you can encrypt with, and I'm sure Linux has all kinds of utilities. I don't really use it too much anymore, but I do know that it has utilities for that. So definitely look into encrypting your drives and purchasing an UPS. But yeah, that's basically just going to be the end of my story here. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys learned something from this, and hopefully don't make the same mistakes I did. Alright, bye.